Yo, what is up, everybody? So let's go back again. Another chapter from the story titled Some Houses Bleed, written by Jacob Harris. Remember to use the links in the description below. Show love to the author, like, comment, and subscribe. Chapter 4. Having gotten the day off, Jesse paid Ray and his infamous house an unexpected visit. "Well, isn't this a surprise?" said Ray upon opening the front door. "You didn't realize how cheap you sold this house for and came to ask for it back, did you?" "No. I was just in the neighborhood and thought I'd stop by to see how you're doing." An old man driving by slowed down, rolled his window down. "Don't go in there," before motoring off. "Would you like to come in?" asked Ray, who along with Jesse was now feeling a little awkward after what the old man had just shouted out of his car. "Yeah, I would love to." "Oh, it's really cold in here." "Really? Feels fine to me." Guess women are always feeling cold." "Sorry, that was sexist, wasn't it?" "It's okay. I really like what you've done with the place." "Yeah, this whole place needed a lot of work. Still does. Took down some of the old wallpaper, painted the walls a little more neutral color." "Yeah, that was a good idea. It was way too dark in here before. Flash of color really could help bring some life into this place." "So, you had any problems with the house?" "Well, I mean, it's a really old house, so wiring is bad. Lights that I turn on keep turning off. Lights that I turn off keep turning on. Can get pretty annoying. I even called an electrician. He said he would swing by today." "You ever show up?" "No." "He did not. The pipes are bad too. Keep hearing knocking from the basement." Are you sure the knocking is the pipes?" It's always the pipes. Every time I go down to check on the problem, the knocking stops. Probably have to call someone for that too, and they'll probably end up not showing up, just like the electrician." Ray noticed Jesse looking at a picture of Lacey on a nearby table. "Sorry, I didn't mean to stare." "That's Lacey. She's very pretty." "Yeah, she was amazing. Despite that, she still wore a smile." "Was?" "Yeah, Lacey passed away a long time ago." "I'm sorry." It's okay. Lacey got sick, really sick. At the end, she wasn't herself anymore, but she fought really hard. There's nothing I can do but make sure she passed as peacefully as she could. She'll always be with me though." "You sound like an amazing person." Just then, Ray's cell phone began ringing. The ringtone was quite an upbeat pop tune. I don't know how to change that. Hello? What? Where are you?" Ray went to the front door and whipped it open. Standing by the curb was a pizza delivery boy holding Ray's order. "Yeah, so if you could just throw me the money, bro, that would be really cool. And I'll just leave the pizza right here so you can come get it." Why don't you just come to the front door? You're literally like 10 steps away." "Oh, nah, bro, I'm good. I have like this leg condition where I can't really use my legs that good. So if you could just wad the bills up and just throw them at me." This is ridiculous. "How about I just come to you, give you the money, and you give me the pizza?" Yeah, bro, that could work." When Ray exited the house, heavy footsteps could be heard from upstairs. They traveled down the hall and to the stairs. It seemed that whoever or whatever it was that was upstairs was soon to be making its way to the first floor. Jessie turned her attention to the stairs, and just when it seemed something was about to appear, Ray came flying into the house, badly startling her. What happened? Why were you running? Oh, sorry, a couple dogs caught the scent of the pizza, came after me, but they weren't fast enough. Hungry? Jessie was easily persuaded to stay for dinner. The light above the dining room table illuminated the immediate area well. The rest of the house was beginning to drown in darkness as the sun set outside. Ray was smothering his pizza with hot sauce. He offered Jessie the bottle, but she shook her head. So, it's just you in this big house? Yep. I know it's a lot of house for one person, but I like to stretch my legs. I mean, really stretch my legs. Oh, it's because I thought I heard footsteps upstairs. Oh. Yeah, I've heard those too. Pretty sure I've got like raccoons or something living up in the attic. Gonna have to call someone to get rid of them. So, you used to flip houses? Yeah, I was pretty good at it too. Find the house, fix the problem, sell it, move along to the next one. Interesting. So, what do you think about all this haunted house stuff? Bunch of nonsense, right? Yeah, I don't believe in any of that haunted house stuff. I'm one of those people who believes that when you die, that's it. You don't get to come back and take care of unfinished business. Leave that stuff to the movies, I say. When Ray took a drink of water, he immediately spat it back out in a way someone would have if they just had been hit in the back. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Went down the wrong pipe. What I meant to say is, I believe in the afterlife, just not in that haunted house stuff. You can have one without the other, right? Yeah, I suppose. So, we've talked so much about me. What about you? Who is Jessie? Me? Well, I moved here about a year ago. Same story I'm sure you heard before. Just trying to start over after an incredibly messy divorce. Ah, are you liking the real estate business? I like it a lot. I met tons of interesting people. Plus, it's a great way to learn about town's history. Like this place. If only these walls could talk. The pair finished their meals and talked a bit more before saying their goodbyes. So utterly exhausted was Ray that he skipped his usual routine of watching television and instead went straight to bed. Ray's bedroom was shrouded in darkness when he entered, but he could make out what looked like a figure of someone lying under his covers. Is someone in here? He timidly grabbed his blanket and wiped it off his bed, revealing that no one had been lying underneath. Ah, damn it, it's never a naked lady. In no time at all, Ray was fast asleep. So deep he was in slumber that Ray wasn't able to hear footsteps approaching his bed. Emerging from the darkest corner of the bedroom came the once owner of the house, Agnes Weatherby. On this night, Ray dreamed of Lacey. She was standing out in the darkened hallway outside the couple's bedroom. Her back was turned. "Lacey?" said Ray, slowly approaching her. When he had gotten close enough, Ray put his hand on Lacey's shoulder.
"No, not Lacey,"
said the woman in an unsettling whisper. When she turned around, Lacey revealed her eyes to be darker than any shade of black Ray had ever seen. Outside of Ray's dream, Agnes had climbed onto his bed and was slowly inching her way towards him. Back inside his dream, Ray was frozen with fear. "Who are you?" he asked, sure that the woman standing before him was not his real wife. Instead of answering, the woman produced a knife from behind her back. Without saying a word, he plunged into Ray's chest. So startling was the dream that Ray immediately woke from his slumber, falling off the bed and landing painfully onto the floor, taking the blanket and the pillows with him in the process. After Ray came to his senses, he found himself alone in his room. Hastily making his way down to the kitchen, Ray opened up his refrigerator and retrieved his bottle of hot sauce. He then poured the contents down the sink. I swore I would never eat this stuff before bed. The same thing happens every time. Eye-gouging, horrible nightmares. When the bottle was empty, Ray calmly walked back upstairs and back to bed. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of chapter 4.